Hello, beautiful women of essence. Today, I want to talk on something very important: setting boundaries and prioritizing our spiritual growth and mental peace. That is something that most of us will struggle with. Most of us we struggle with setting boundaries. We don't know when and how to set boundaries. Have you ever felt drained? Have you ever felt overwhelmed? Felt drained, felt overwhelmed or resentful because you keep saying yes when you know you should have said no. This message is for you. And please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment. What are what are boundaries? Boundaries are healthy limits that we set to prioritize our time, our energy in our spiritual growth and our mental peace. Boundaries, when we talk about boundaries, talking about limits, the limits that we set in place, the limits that we put to prioritize our peace, to prioritize our time, our energy. We always say time is a scarce resource. The way you use your time, the way you utilize your time will determine if your day will be fruitful or not. Every minute, your every second that you waste, you can never recover. Every second wasted cannot be recovered. So we should be mindful of the things that we do every second that we have. So boundaries is like setting that limit on what need to get into your life, on what you need to do and what you need not to do. The people that you need to bring closer to you and the people you need not bring closer to you. The Bible says in Luke chapter 5 verse 16 that Jesus often withdrew to lonely places to pray. If Jesus needed time to refuel, how much you and I? If Jesus needed space, if Jesus set boundaries, how much you and I? He had disciples, he had people that he worked with, he had crowds that always followed him about. But he knew that it comes a time in a man's life that you need to set boundaries to attain the height that you want to attain. So, how do you know you need boundaries? One, when you're often overwhelmed with things that at times are irrelevant. That is a sign that you need to set boundaries. Secondly, you keep saying yes, even to things that you know you should have said no. It means that is a sign. That means you need to set boundaries. You can't keep saying yes all the time. How can you say yes even when you know this thing does not matter, even though you know it is not important, even though you know this thing is not fruitful to me? How can you be saying yes to those things? Feel guilty of setting boundaries? No. And your spiritual life is suffering because of too much commitment. Your physical life itself is suffering because of too much commitment. You are afraid of the way people will react, and you end up destroying your spiritual life just to please man, just to please people. No, it's a sign that you need to set boundaries. And there is one thing I want us to understand about setting boundaries: it won't be pleasant to everybody, but you need to do it. The limits that you set, it will not be favorable to everybody. But guess what? It will help you grow spiritually. It will help you grow physically. It will help you grow financially and materially.